Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wooly1169.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome back for Captain of Industry. See, Raven is here claiming first on the Twitch and Victoria's here on the YouTube as well. Welcome in everybody. We last time started looking at the final few products that we're going to need to make before we can complete the game. Which for me is going to be bringing in at least one asteroid. Well, that's not technically complete. I think that's what I think we can call the sort of win condition now. It technically used to be the first time you launched a rocket, but since they added the sort of extended endgame piece here in update 3, I feel like landing at least one asteroid is the final step. That doesn't mean we'll be done with it. I still would like to kind of keep looking at improvements and things, and probably some of the terraforming stuff as well. But we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But for now, let's switch into the game and see where we're at. I did do a little bit of improvement in a couple of different places. But I want to finish this one here. Let's see. Nerd shirt alert. Today's nerd shirt says, Vader is coming. Look busy. Alright. Let's see. How much are we getting out of this here? 8 times 36. Just want to make sure I get the pipe right. 288, that's a Mark III pipe. Okay. T, pipe 3. This will go across to here, and then jog over by one way or the other. And then I removed the, actually we can unpause these 3 pipes now as well. And I can actually unity that pipe, not just unpause it. Oh, unpause the game, Wally, there you go. And then I also removed this rubber pipe, or rubber belt here, but we do need to put it back in. Join if not flat. I clicked it already. Being weird. Okay. There we go. That'll do. And I can Unity build that as well. So this is just so that I have a place to go to get rubber and also to return the rubber when we're building and deleting belts. We'll see how that plays out. Mark, welcome in. All right, so I noticed that I did some other improvements too, but I'm trying to. Oh yes, I remember what they were. We're low, a little bit low on graphite, so I improved the production of that. I have doubled the amount that we can possibly produce here, which went from 48 to 96. And then, otherwise, we're still producing here as much carbon dioxide as we can suck in here, or 8 times 144, whatever that is. So it's backing up here, it's backing up, so we're good on graphite again. But steel still looks a little bit rough. They cannot really keep up with the demand here. So I think it's time to copy this build, put it someplace else, and then see what happens. That could be a good spot because it's right there on the water. It's also on a separate feeder line here from, say, the copper there. I could do it down here, but if I did, I would want to do it up here, and then that's not close enough to the water. I'd have to pipe the water in, which wouldn't be a big problem. We could also do it here, but I am intending on filling this all in. Now that we're no longer needing the uranium here, we can do that. I think we already saw last time that all of the uranium stuff that was in the boxes here was all gone, and it has all been turned into the 20% enriched uranium now, and it is dwindling a bit. We have 1921 that I'm willing to part with. And then we have the 3,000 here that I'm using as storage for the output of this that will that we need to have eventually for making the asteroid boosters, I think. So yeah, This is still getting filled in. Eventually it needs to get finished. I don't know how long that's going to take. And we're still obviously chewing through all of this uranium, depleted uranium here that has been a bit of a bane, I guess I would say, trying to get rid of it all. We are right there. Okay. Because we have so much of it. There's 6,000 in each of those buckets times 6, 11 times, I think, 12, plus this much, plus as much as on the other end. So that's another 6,000 plus, plus 15 here. So there's a lot of uranium, depleted uranium around, and there's nothing I can really do about it right now. We just got to keep eating through it as we can, which means, but for as long as we are eating through it, we do not need yellow cake. So that is a good thing. Something else. Oh, and I'm filling in, I pulled all the sand, almost, well, basically all the sand. There's still obviously the shoreline sand over here that I will probably leave there, or get out of there eventually. There is no space to dump material. Oh, good. Which one are you? This one. Oh, the dirt one is done. Oh. I think that's probably a good length for that. Let's move this over here then. And that was there. Okay. Just like that. And then I need a U-shape connector. No, I need... Oh. Okay. I didn't do this the way that I thought I did. In that case, let's take out this here all the way down to there. And that. Unity. Millions of it. Yeah, did you do the math? Yeah, that's a lot. A lot. And then this will go in here then. In the right spot would be good. Knew it looked weird. I just couldn't see why it looked weird. This will go here. And... oh, F. There we go. This will come down to here. And let's redo that. And then I'm gonna... actually, no, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna reverse that. This will have a few dirt in it. There's not a whole lot I can do about that, but we'll start dumping dirt here. And that'll be good. We'll get another cluster of that. Okay. Yeah, I know you're done. Okay, then I need to just shut you up. And probably pause you, because there's no sense in leaving it on. Should probably just delete it, but I'm going to leave it for now. Okay, what else we got going on? Oh, so we need to finish figuring out where we're going to put that steel. Is there anywhere else that I have really prepped and ready to go besides that one corner? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, because this still needs to be lowered. This still needs to be dirted. I guess we're just going to go up here with this. And let's see how well we can make it fit with just the stations itself. And then we can do the entry and the rails stuff afterward. Well, maybe I'll do that much of it. We'll see how that plays out. Oof, the lag. Okay. Can I get this in here? I could, if I removed those old power things we probably don't need. We're also going to replace all of the station fuel things. And the biggest issue is going to be that... all the lag. Okay, get out of that. Biggest issue is going to be trying to get parking in there. And maybe it'll be worth maybe reconfiguring this station as well then. Let's start with removing these guys. Which means that I can actually also remove all of this, and all of this, and all of this. Oops, and that too. Let's let that get removed naturally, because I remembered something else I forgot. Gold. Actually, having a little bit of problem with gold. We were having a little bit of a bigger problem with gold before. The entirety of the off-camera time between the last stream and the one before it, plus the last stream's time, plus maybe some more off-camera time since the last stream. The gold wasn't running because this was configured to dump brine when it should be dumping water. So the gold was not running once these backed up on water. And so the struggle right now is in making more gold than we're using.
Oof.
Yes. But right now, because we are trying to catch up with the gold production, I did though connect this up to rails here. Catching up with the gold production is a bit of a problem because it's a long way. I have 2 trains on this loop. I don't know how many I want, but I guess I could do another one. I don't want a lot of them because we don't have that much parking. So I wouldn't want any more than, 3 here. Yeah, 3 should be fine. At least. But, and then here I have allowance for 2. So I can handle 4 trains total on this loop without jamming it. And you are sand. Okay. So we're hauling gold in, but it is, it's a bit of work. So, at the moment, though, we are not actually using very much gold. This is stopped over here. This is full over here, so we're not exporting any right now, which means that I have caught up with demand. I have not exceeded demand. But I didn't notice that the gold was missing. Jonathan, welcome in. Until I also was out of red circuits, which started causing me to be out of, I think, one of the maintenances. Something. And that was a problem. All right, so Jonathan, today's nerd shirt is Vader is coming. Look at this hat. And the wizard hat. You did. You're only here for about 10 minutes? No worries. Let's do complete all on those, because there's 2 of them. Okay, so back to steel. This has been cleared up now. Excellent. So let's go ahead and put that in here. I'm going to grab a bigger copy than what I had before. I'm going to grab, including all the water stuff. I don't want all of that, though. That'll be good. Yes, there are solar panels in the middle of this. No, I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's just grab all of this, and we'll probably just... Actually, I'll probably just leave the solar panels there if I can. Because they'll just get placed. Let's pause the game. Let's see if I can figure out where I want to position this. Can't even see... Go there. Maybe over this way a bit. Go there. Okay, good. Whew. You're a wizard, Harry. Hulk, welcome in. Good to see you. Alright, so this needs to be changed. I think we also need to put all those stations in. I think I'll take these solar panels out because I suspect I will need that space for finagling with the trains. Actually, no, this isn't bad. I would just need to move the T down here a bit. And maybe it goes in here. Should be fine. And then we can just hopefully tie that coal station in to this somehow. Maybe just tie it in here. Let's do it. Let's take out this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that, some more of this. Maybe I'm missing some, but some more of that. And let's just unity all of that shenanigans. Gonna build some of that, but that's okay. Let's see. Great, you got your points for the watch streak. Now you can let way. But you can't stay. Just wanted to see the game quickly. Oh, you want to see the game quickly, huh? I'll give you a little tour then, Hulk. Wally causes trouble. Yes, I do. So, there are a myriad of... Oh gosh, where to start with this? There are a myriad of different things we can do. And this is a very late game everything, but this is late game smelting here. Kind of looks the same for whether you're smelting irons into steel, or you're smelting iron into iron, or you're smelting copper into copper. But it's kind of the same looking bit. You take the ore, you mix it with some stuff because that's what you do later game, and you provide some water, and then it produces molten metal. In the case of steel, you pass that down to an oxygen furnace, which mixes it with oxygen to make steel, molten steel, and then you pass that down to a thing here making plates. In the case of steel, it uses water. In the case of iron, it just makes it. And in the case of copper, there's a little bit different going on, because copper does that, which makes impure copper, and then you have to electrolyze it to make it into copper, which is the only place it's usable. So you have different smelting processes. The copper uses different products than the iron uses. Besides the ore, this is sand. The iron used limestone. You can also smelt glass. Basically the same kind of way. You heat it up in a furnace again. You have to make glass mix first, which is a combination of sand, limestone, and salt, and acid. And then you make glass with that. Kind of the same kind of thing, except it gets put into these glass makers to make into panes of glass, which are quite long. It's kind of a pain. And the other thing here being smelted is sand into silicon. We make molten silicon, and then we turn the silicon into silicon poly. What else we got? Let's see. Easier things? Or nope, there's no easier things. We have a town here. A city, actually, kind of. Settlement, anyway. And it, we have to provide them with a myriad of goods. Lots of different types of food, as well as... Ooh, this is still a problem. Oh, they're coming in. Okay, good. As well as some inorganic goods, like furniture and appliances, electronics, and medical supplies, which are also struggling, but they're on their way in. Okay, good. The town uses all of these things, and sausage is low again? Why is sausage low again? Ugh. Damn it, sausage. We're making food in a few different places. I have chickens being raised here for eggs, meat, and sausage, and the sausage is indeed suffering a bit. Hopefully they'll straighten that out soon. Hopefully. I don't know. We may have exceeded the amount of people we can support on our current meat and sausage production, Eggs are fine. Eggs are way overproduced compared to everything else. We have some food going here. We have a bunch of farming going on here in greenhouses. We're growing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different crops. A lot of those are getting shipped way over here to a cooking area, my massive kitchen here, making a lot of the foods that were being delivered to the settlement. Things like, sugar being used for other things, tofu, snacks, bread, cake, a little bit of everything. Oh yeah. This is cooking oil, which is used for different things, and then we have flour, which is used for different things as well. So all kinds of stuff, but it's all just big factories. Like, it's all just factories being fed around. This is oil refining. Crude oil comes in, it gets distilled into in 3 different stages into different products, and then we can crack some of those products, specifically the naphtha, diesel, and more naphtha, but also heavy oil, into lesser products or more refined products. We're not using the diesel for fuel here anymore, with the exception of one ship. Everything else is getting cracked down into fuel gas and naphtha, and then the naphtha is being cracked into more fuel gas and hydrogen, and then the fuel gas is getting reformed into hydrogen here. Produces a lot of carbon dioxide, but luckily we can use that carbon dioxide to make graphite, which is then sent out to the smelting processes to do the smelting. So it's a little busy. Sulfur is this yellow stuff here. We use that to make rubber and acid. This is, I guess, sulfuric acid then in that case. We get most of the sulfur and ammonia from cracking this sour water that's kind of a byproduct of the oil refining process. And we're also making plastic here out of naphtha and chlorine. So yeah, lots of stuff, lots of different stuff, a little bit of everything, like you said. We also have a space area here, feeding a lot of our products into it to launch rockets into space. This supports a space station currently crewed by 6 people. We have to keep the crew rotated every 24 months, I think it is. So the rockets do that. The crew supplies here keeps them alive. We need these station parts. There's 2 different tiers of station parts. This is the second tier to keep the station running. And we're providing electronics which is the 4th tier of electronics, to make these space research points. We're making 96 of those a minute, and we're using those for our research here, which we're currently working on reducing our pollution from our trains, our vehicles, and then our ships. After that, we can go back to the end of the tech tree here and spend some of our research on crop yields, tree growth, rainwater yields, settlement water usage, so it reduces the water consumption of settlement. Unity, which is kind of like a special resource that we can use to speed things up, build things instantly. Also kind of gives us a little bit of a buffer. Weird tidbit in your day since said about the acid is working at a chrome plant where it has a distinct chemical smell, hydrochloric acid. Worked in an ammonia plant. Nice. Coworkers today gave you funny looks that you knew the smell. They verified the label on a nearby drum. Yeah, some of that stuff gets burned into your memory. And in the case of acid, it might have literally been burned in there. Increasing the housing capacity, increasing focus points by offices. One feature we have not used at all is offices. Can increase vehicle limits, can reduce fuel usage, can boost rocket capacity, world mine outputs, maintenance outputs, and solar power outputs or production. So we can do all of these. They're not infinite. I don't think they're infinite. I think they're all limited. The ones we're doing over here, by the way, are limited. We were working on train pollution, and it did indeed stop at 20, like we thought it would. We were sprayed with sulfuric acid a couple times. Not fun. Yeah. There's no hydrochloric acid in this game. There is chlorine, as you saw with the plastic. There is also hydrofluoric acid, though, in the game. It's used in a couple of areas. One notably is our... no, it's actually not here. Where do I have... let's see here. What is this doing? Oh, we're making hydrofluoric acid here, hydrogen fluoride, to make anesthetics. Ammonia, hydrofluoric acid, and steel are going into making anesthetics for our medical parts here. And actually, this medical supplies is suffering a bit, so I need to unpause this and let the whole thing run. Actually, I think I can just do it that way. Yeah, let the whole thing run. Chat and run. Wife's getting mad you're not helping with the kid. All right. Well, you have a good night. Hulk, good to see you. This is a nuclear plant, by the way. Just a tiny little thing. Have a good night. All right. So back to this. Unpause. That this gets built. I missed a spot right here. And we're going to have complaints by the coal train here pretty soon. Take that stupid hat off. Ontario, welcome in. All right, so... we need to figure out how I want to do this. I think I want to try to get... Okay, not what I was hoping for, but it might be all I can hope for. I think what I'll do is I will take this out to here, and then I can snap there. That'll be the input. And then what I'm going to do here is split off of this for the output. Let's see, just go like that. Ramp up. Come to about here. And then connect up with this output here. Please. Yeah. We'll just do a tight curve there. Okay, so that'll take care of you. We need to adjust some of these track directions, though. So you will only be an output, you will only be an input, and then this here will be basically part of the station. We need to do a no stop on this whole thing here, and this whole thing here. We'll also need to check it. Oh, it was already set. Okay, once we get it built, we'll double check that. But that just ties this in with the coal. With the steel build here, which is fine. We don't need coal and steel. We use graphite, so it's fine there. And then I just need to have curves here. Dangerous curves. Grab a bit of a straight segment, though, first. You'll go here up to there-ish. And then I want to grab my little curve. Flipped. And spin. Now let's see, you are the output, you'll go there. And then, and I still managed to not get it the right direction. Okay. 2, you go this way, I think there, and then you go here. There. Like that. Like this. And that should do it. We just got to put the fuel thingies in there. While we are... Well, not while, but before we do that, let's do this. We don't really need this crossing here. Because we can't really use it now. So let's take that out. Just put a regular track in here. But I think what I'm going to do... Oh, I should make a couple more changes here. I don't need the iron being made in here, so I'm just going to take it out. So we don't want to build this yet. I'm also not going to let the trucks come into this at all. So we're going to turn this off for truck access and only use this for train access. Take out the iron here. We don't need it. It'll just sit there unused, so we'll just take it out. Because iron is very little used in this game once you move on to steel. That, and this. This can go. Okay, and this can go. And then all of this shenanigans here needs to go. This and that, and this and that. This, that. I could clean that pipe up a bit. Yeah, I should clean that pipe up a bit. Ooh, that's actually quite the extensive pipe there. Let's see. How far does that go? All the way down. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to clean this one up a bit. You stay down here like this. And you go up to here. And then down again. And snap into there. Okay. That should do better. And then we need to have fuel. Liquid fuel modules. Did I always set... Uh-oh. That could be a problem. I don't remember if I always set hydrogen on those, or maybe they auto-set like a lot of other things do once the input is detected. I hope so. I hope so. Let's spot check a few. Here, nuclear power. It's hydrogen anyway. Where else did I put those in? Well, where else did I put them in? What else did we build recently? Research. Research. Yeah, they're all hydrogen. So either I set them to hydrogen or I copied them all once I set the first one, or they auto-set once they get the fuel. I suspect the latter, but could be any in-betweens. Let's go ahead and unpause the game again, since it's been paused for a while now. We'll get this going here because we're going to need it active soon enough for coal. And then we can do some of this rail work here. And here. And then I'm just going to unpause this whole damn area. Now, I think I'm going to need some rail crossings in here. No, maybe not. We'll see. Maybe not. Although them getting over to here is going to be a little bit tough. Yeah, I think I do need one more. I want to put a rail crossing in right here. Like that. This will take a little while to get built because I'm not Unity building it. So we'll just let that go and we can go back to our crazy design for the end game products. I don't remember any of this. Let's see. We're going to need more of these. I just don't remember how many more. I think we were arguing about it, how to do it best the last time. Because we need to have one of these machines. We also need to have one of these machines making these. This might be the best way to do this. Set that recipe. Also, these are backwards, so let's rotate that around. And then this one here needs 2 machines making the other product. This one here. Because we need to have 8 of these for this. So that means that we need to have, we're working on circuits here. We need to have 12 circuits plus 12 circuits. Right, we needed to double this. I remember this now. Let's see, you guys, I think we're right direct feed in here for, yep, okay. So we need to take this somehow and stamp it down over here somehow. I'm going to take out this cross belt here. And I want to trim the ends off of these also. Snap this into here. Have to connect the belts up, of course. From the feeds across. And then we also need to deal with, let's see, this is making 16. These each need 2. 2 times 8 is 16. So that's just to connect. Excuse me, geez. Got the burps today. That's just to connect this belt. It's one on the floor, right? Yeah. Okay. So you'll go across there. Up on the level here is input from the station carrying Sapphire. 2 times 8 of those again. So let's piece that in here. And then the pipe here is ethanol. We're making 12. Each of these needs 8. So we need a second one of those. But the oxygen I think we had plenty of. So let's reconfigure this a bit. And I think I might even reconfigure it a bit more than a bit. We're getting in sugar and oxygen. We need 16 oxygen times 2, but not entirely. Which means that this will produce plenty. So I think what I want to do is remove this pipe here. And this pipe here. And probably remove this here. And let's reconfigure the position of these. Not what I wanted. Let me back. And let's flip this one. Maybe? No, this one's fine. The way that it is. This one needs to be flipped. But it's like this. So the oxygen is nearer to that one. And then I want to take this whole thing. We have a low supply of ammonia. Oh, I knew that. Did I want that? I think so. I think I was testing to see if we were using the ammonia, and then I reversed the. I tried to reverse the pipe, but it stayed full. So now I'm reversing the container here. Let's put this down to empty. So it alerts us when it's empty, and we can come and delete it. How are you doing, by the way? Not counting the solar panels. Pretty well. We are just now getting the station for the hydrogen. It's not done yet. Once that's done, we'll have to bring in the fuel. So for now, let's just leave it go for a little while, and we'll come back to it. So I need to cross-connect these. Let's go ahead and do that cross-connect here and here. Redoing those belts. This can come down to there. And this can come down to there. Oh, this thing here. That's right. That's where we were at. Let's cut this and find a center point. Actually, I think that's it right there. And then we can bring this sugar in. I shouldn't have deleted the lift entirely. Let's do a U-shaped lift here. I think it's default height. Yeah. There and here. Let's redo the sugar belt. U-shape 1. On into here, and then on into there. We need to have 32 sugar in total, no problem. And then oxygen, I'm just going to take a Mark 1 pipe, unpause again. I keep pausing because the game lags a bit now, because this factory is a bit large. Do that now, and we'll do this now. Okay. And we need a lot more diamonds, but we have to redo the math for that. So each of these needs 2 diamonds, so that's 4. So 8. We also have... Oh, this is done now. That pipe empty? Yes. Okay, good. Delete, delete. You're complaining because you don't have a place to dump what? Rock? Why are they not... Oh, I know why they're not. Because I don't have a place for them to dump rock. Let's do this here. All the way out to there. And do this here all the way out to... Yeah, that's fine for now. Fill this all in as well. Well, maybe not all of that. And then we can continue this one out here like this. And then I'm going to actually fill in from up here too. Yeah, please. Please do. Gold's complaining. Are we not yet getting enough gold movement? You just dropped off some, but we're not really buffering. Let's do another copy of that train then. Go up to 4. I think I said we would go up to 4 if we needed it, so we're good there. Ow, I have something in my eye. Okay, good. I can also assign a hydrogen train here. I might need more of them. Copper is... Can I find path? Oh, okay, just temporary. We'll let that get fueled up for a little while. We'll have to bring in water to kickstart this, as we always do. Let's actually go ahead and put a storage in here for that. All right, back to this. Diamond counting. Do you need diamonds? You need 4 diamonds. Okay. We also had 8 here, 2 times 4, so we're up to 12 diamonds. You need diamonds, not directly using the diamond paste, but you need to have 4 diamonds, so we're up to 16 diamonds. Each of these produces 2, so we're going to need to have 8 of them in total. So I think what I'll do is... Oh, I never connected this pipe up either. Okay, don't be an idiot while I do one thing at a time. You don't get confused, lost, and, well, you know, idiot stuff. There and there. Okay, back to diamonds. So if I copied... these. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. That should be okay. They bring in small amounts of graphite and salt, and then we just need to output those diamonds inside of there. That I can't entirely see. I talked about doing this as 2 separate outputs, but it's not that much longer than this, and so it would definitely be wider. So I think this is fine. Okay, so that takes care of circuits and diamonds. Those extra diamonds that are going up into here will come off of this belt that is bringing them up from back here, and they'll just go into that in the end. What else you need? These composite cores, 16 of them. We already have some of that built here, and we already talked about 2. We need to make those, which means we need to have composite panels being made. We're going to need a bunch of them because we're still going to need to make more rockets, which need them. We'll need steel and green circuits here for that too. We'll need red circuits here, and we'll need titanium here. We'll also need aluminum here. So that's this glass, silicon, because silicon's got to get made in this thing. These things, we could take that output out. This, we don't need the plastic. I guess we do, because we need the plastic for this. And there's the aluminum. We will need then, what are you for? We need you for these. We don't actually need the 2 fluids here on the end. So that's fine. Oh, is this done? This is done too. Guess I can take that out. There we go. So we could basically copy this entire station. We do away with this part here in the middle because we don't need these there. We just need them here if we ever need to boot up our station again with station parts, basic. And then we... take this out as well, shorten this a little bit, but otherwise it's the same station up to this point. But that will make these parts. What do we need for this though? The green, the purple circuits and things. We need salt and graphite. We need cooking oil, sugar. So we basically need that entire station plus this station here. We have red circuits in both. We don't need those in both, which is good. But otherwise, everything else is separate. Sugar and salt, graphite. There's no graphite over here, right? No. So we need to have still a big ass station for this. What else we need? Let's see here. It takes care of this and that, and we just need to have plutonium being made. We already talked about that part. This also needs these. Wait, that's 16 and 16. How many do these make? We need to double this. That means we need to have 32 of these. No, 64 of these being made. We're currently making 96. It might not be enough for keeping the rockets going, but we could add a couple more in here once we remove this part here. That should be okay. Okay. And then... yeah, we can add a couple more. That'll be all right. Where am I at? got myself lost again. Oh, here I am. Okay. Not that. Go away. That takes care of you. And you get your diamonds in. You take this. You need titanium alloy. We have that coming in for that other station, and the enriched uranium gets made locally. I think that will do it for these components. All right, we got truck problems here. They can't get into what? Why? Why is that on? That's probably been on for a million years. Oopsie. That means it's on over here then too, because I copied it from here. I was probably trying to deliver overflow stuff into there and completely forgot it existed. Let's see, reset those guys, please. Hopefully. Still having a problem with gold sorting. We're backed up on rock. Did you guys? No, okay. That's good. And east, just too much rock inbound too. You should start resetting. Just takes them a while. Come on, reset. Alright, there we go. So all those errors or those warnings and like, how are you doing? Do you have fuel backing up yet? No. Have you gotten much fuel yet? Yes, okay. So we're just waiting on fuel. This is full. I think we're fine turning it off now. It'll feed the water into there and we'll be all right. Once these things kick on, all will be well-ish. You have almost have hydrogen enough there. We're just going to wait a little bit of time. Fuel's being a little bit of a bastard. I paused a couple of these so we made sure we had enough going for trucks to collect. But we're struggling to get enough hydrogen made here. I think that's largely because I'm using a good chunk of our naphtha for making rubber and or plastic. And yeah, that might be a bit of a struggle. I did also, though, expand our saline production here with some seawater to brine evaporation ponds. That's being prioritized in behind what's getting made here, and this is getting even allowed to dump this stuff while these will back up. So if it's only if needed to supplement is where that goes, or when that goes. Yeah. But we do have fuel, hopefully, getting brought in over here. How's this doing? Plenty. You are fueling up slowly. That's because of the train size compared to the station buffer size thing. Arrival conditions not met. Where the hell do you think you're going? Do we already have too many trains inbound over here? Not here. Over here? Yeah, okay, we do. Already 2 inbound there, so it's just going to have to wait a little while before this gets completely spun up. Why are these not built yet? Steel. Yep. Yep. That might become problematic. So I think what I'm going to do is just Unity build those. Means it'll steal the steel from wherever it needs to steal the steel from. Everything else got built because steel's not really used in most places. But we'll let this get the fuel backed up a bit before we start here. And then we can start hooking trains up and start making more steel here. Which will be kind of nice. Kind of nice. Right. There you are. No, we do need some help here too. Steel. Okay. We just maybe make a pass over this whole thing with... Okay. Yeah, I know we don't have materials for that quick delivery. This is fine. Okay. This is fine. Yeah, these barely have any hydrogen over here at all. So we need to bring in a lot more hydrogen before we start turning this on, so we don't run our trains out of fuel. Okay. So how do I want to do this? I think it's going to be one long, skinny-ass station here. I'm going to bring it in off of the same T. The input will just be a ramp going over this like that, which means I need to dump some dirt here. Yeah. Let's start dumping dirt, I think. And so then, if this is a one long skinny ass train station, we'll need to make these components and the other components in next to each other, and then belt them down to where they come in. The plutonium and the enriched uranium, though, those need to have as direct and as close. No, the plutonium needs to be as direct and as close as possible to where it's being made, because the plutonium's going to be toxic, so radioactive. So this, actually two of these, have to be as close as reasonably possible to that machine where it's being used. The enriched uranium, not so much worried about that, but the plutonium I am worried about. Let's see, what else we got to do? Oh, and then we need to put rockets at the ends of this thing too, at one end or the other of this thing. Yeah. Which means this station also needs to accommodate rockets here. Oh dear God. Okay, let's get a another one of these in here. We could put it down here or something, maybe. This will be sand 5 dirt control tower. You and you will be dirt. Edit area, rectangle, and this will go... no, not like that, actually. Rectangle again. Just going to be over here for right now. Down to, I guess, there. I don't really need that, but that's okay. And we're going to do this. I'm going to go all the way to the edge. Yeah. Maybe not. Do this. Do this. Do this. And I want to take the dirt out of here. I also should put some dirt up here too. At least eventually. That got filled in pretty fast. That's good. Actually, I'm pretty happy with this. Let's do amendments here. Do like this. Let's do a couple of these here too, just to make sure. I want to go all the way down like this to here. I think what I should do is I should put a parking lot here for the train, and then bring them this way, and the rails come down this side. Point the train stations out this way, and then I can fill in here with the actual factories and the rockets and things. This is going to get a little bit snug, but this is where it needs to be. These pipes here, both the it's going to be these two pipes. So purple and blue. Yeah, purple. We'll just have to put in a splitter here. It'll go this way along with the blue coming back in. We need to take a look at how that's got to go. That needs to get used. Basically fast. Let's see. It should be fine to go in here. Because this is priority and it needs to get used ahead of the stuff that's getting made down here. Yes, okay, that'll be fine. It'll just go in here. It'll get used behind these, but that should be okay. Actually, maybe even be preferred. And it'll just go in here. It'll get used alongside of these, but these aren't going to last forever. We have how much of that stuff left over down here? Not much. Yeah, 300, 800, 1,000, and 900. Call that 3,500 maybe of that left here. Plus these three are full at 2,400 apiece. So, or almost full. So that's another 72. Call that over 10,000 still, but that won't last forever. So it should be fine. And we're not producing a whole pipe full there anyways. Now, as far as when we use the purple, the blanket fuel enriched, we were currently prioritizing that at the lowest priority. Yeah, because we need it first to come down here to make sure that we can make more blanket fuel when we need to. And then we need it to go into here to make sure that we make as much core fuel as we need to. And then whenever we have leftovers, it goes into here to make these things. That's fine. We'll just have to put that in on a splitter here, and we'll prioritize anything coming from this way over whatever's coming from this way. That'll be fine. We'll figure it out. This place is kind of nuts, but oh no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Pause, pause, pause. What happened? Oh, shoot. Son of a... Oh, man. Oh, no. I forgot to move this back. Son of a bitch. Okay. I need to borrow.
Oof.
Yeah. One of you. Come over here. And let's not continue this here. Assign that excavator here. And we need to excavate that stone back out again. I hate it when I do this. It's so dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay, here and there. Don't do this one either, then. Oof, classic. Yes. What I get for trying to be fancy and putting a layer of dirt on top of all of the rock. Come on, excavator, let's go. Now, where are we at with vehicle pollution? 18. All right. Keep on a trucking. I haven't bothered starting up the third reactor still. I don't really see the point yet because we don't need it for power. We might eventually need it so we can do one of them at 3x and the other two at 2x. But otherwise we don't need it yet. And actually the one that's running at 3x won't need all this support either, because it's only going to use like a quarter of the water or something. So it's only going to produce a quarter of the steam or something. But that'll be future Wally's problem, because I don't know. Come on, excavator. But yeah, we're going to have to dump some dirt out here, too. Yeah. Could actually adjust this guy to be this size instead. And then potentially just this guy be bigger. At least to there. Let's go up one more just for funsies. You go like this to there. And then you can come down like, well, let's not overlap at all, even if we should be fine to overlap there. Let's not do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Do that. And then I can dump dirt here too. But I did want it here so we can straighten out this rail eventually anyways. We'll do it like that. I actually need to tweak that. That'll be alright. We'll do this like this. And then you can go across here like this to there. And you can keep dumping that dirt. Actually, I don't see why we can't just do the whole damn thing. Bring in the trains of the dirt. Por favor. I may need to boost or to output some dirt. So I did prep station outlet here, and I moved these guys down a bit and stuff like that. So I could put in a special dirt output station, a dirt redistribution station here, that I could hook up to this column of storages. And then if I need more dirt to provide to it, I can have an excavator come down here and scoop out some of the ziggurats. Or the dirt worm down there, but either one. Okay, so long and skinny. Let's start with this station here. We need that much of it. Not all of it. We don't need these last two here either. But I do need that much of it, so I'm just going to take that and we'll figure this part out. Let's go over here into our scratch pad area and we'll start building or designing or somethinging. Yeah, that's fine. You and your fluid station things. Let's copy this one here. Don't entirely need another hydrogen station for fuel here, but I do need it for the rockets, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to have it for the hydrogen fuel for the rockets. Yeah, let's leave it there. I'm paused because, again, the lag is getting a little bit bad, so I don't want to affect myself adversely. Let's do... Actually, I need to redo those anyway, so I'm not going to do that. You can stop here. Yeah, you can come out this there. You stop here. I also need to take this one out of the middle here. And yeah, I'm going to change these around. So I'm going to take all the rail inlets out, and we'll put some new ones in, going the other direction, or coming from the other direction, or whatever in the other direction. This comes out here. So you over to there. That. We also take out these here. Means that I don't need these feeder belts here or there. But those things go elsewhere, so that's fine. I can cut this much of that belt out so that I can shape or slide these down and snap them together. Okay. I did want to add in at least 2 more of these, though. So we need to make a couple of tweaks here. These 3 belts go to wherever the rocket assembly facility is going to be. This is the hydrogen going to fuel for the rockets. And I've got pipes of hydrogen. That must have been water. I don't know. We'll figure that part out later. This is water as well. I'm going to take you this way, right up to where it hits that, and then snap it in here instead. And take this out like that, so that it's out of the way. This one I kind of need to do the same thing with here. There. Here. You won't let me connect it because, yeah. All right. Let's see. Take out from there to here. Nope. Can you just kind of kiss and make up there? Yeah, perfect. And then this just gets slid down. I guess it's, how wide are these? 5 wide? Yeah, so I guess I removed 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. This goes right up against that. Actually, we don't need that anymore because that was only so we could take it out to there if we needed to. Yeah. Okay, so we don't actually need that priority splitter. We don't have the station that it goes to. Take this out. Take a copy of these and add 2 more. Like so. And then this comes out like this. Down and around into there. Now... what about belt speeds for this? Also, I can remove this guy here. Don't need it anymore. So this stuff, 16 times 8 is 128, right? Yes. So that needs to be on a Mark II belt. That may or may not be that bottom one. Looks like it is. We'll call that good enough. The next one is 2 times 8, that's 16, and 4 times 8 is 32. Those are fine as Mark 1s. This is 16 times 8, which is going to need to be a Mark II belt. Luckily, it already is. So we should be good there. And those go into this. That all stays more or less as is. And then... So that makes... We need to double this. That's right. Can I move it to the left a little bit? You're making 8. We don't need those. Oh, we don't need those. Okay, that's good. We're only making these things, right? Composite cores? Double checking. Yes, composite cores. So we don't need this thing. We don't need this thing then, because that's only feeding that. You can see the output belt right there. That means I don't need this belt, and I don't need that belt. Which means that I don't actually need glass here. Okay, and do I still need silicon? I don't think I need silicon. What went into that machine? Where am I at? Over here. Glass, aluminum. We still need aluminum for this, but we don't need to bring the aluminum all the way down. We don't need the silicon then, because we used it for this and that. We don't need that water input, and we won't need the steel for this, but I think we need it for something else. So I can actually simplify this even more. This goes away, that goes away, this goes away. This goes away, which means that that goes away, and this whole station goes away. Let's take that out, take this out. That goes away. Steel we were bringing down for this purpose as well? No, we were not. Let's see. Steel is here. I still need it. Oh, it went to here. Okay. I still need it for making the rocket. Oh, this went... down and around for the other rocket. Right, so these can come out, because we don't need to have 2 rocket assembly thingies here. We only need 1. Those all come out. This, and that all come out. This comes out. This comes out. And the third item was what? Circuits, steel, and the aluminum thingies. But those are needed here anyway. Yep, okay, good. That's this belt here. But that doesn't need to continue there anymore. It's coming down this way. Uh-huh. Okay, great. So I can easily, TM, duplicate this, because we need to have it duplicated anyway. That'll go there. I need a flat connector. Here and here. And then I can take these belts here into these guys here and here, there. We don't need, or it will redo these outputs eventually. The hydrogen, how did I have that working? You're going out here, dedicated input for the rockets. Okay. And then this one was going down here to fuel the other train station. So that one isn't needed to go that way. The water is coming in here and going to both rocket places. So I'll keep this set of pipes here for going to the rockets, at least for now. But these 2 pipes here can go away as those belts did. All right. That takes care of this guy and this guy. And that's my input. What is that one? That was hydrogen to go out to fuel the water making. That might need to stay. We'll leave that one in there for now. Okay. Unpause. What the hell were you? That's the aluminum. Okay. This gets deleted. So then this whole belt goes. And so does this lift, because we don't need the aluminum down there. We just need it down here. These 2 stations come out. Like so. And I can tighten this up again. But I don't really have all the room to do it in. Oh, what is that? that goes away. But I think what I can do here is take this part out and put it back in later. I also want to take out some of this belt here. And maybe that one there too. We can snap this together. This made this station a bit smaller. That's good. I'm happy for that. It needs to be smaller yet. Actually, let's just delete that as well. Okay, so let's double check all of these items to make sure that I'm not effing anything up. You go here. Steel's going into this build. Also aluminum and plastic. Got them. Steel's coming this way as well so that it can go into the rocket. Electronics goes into the rocket, so this will probably get moved. Maybe over to here or something. And those will go this way. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. Steel, that, and this all go into the rocket. That's those three items. Those then go into here, plus the rocket. We need the titanium as well, and the electronics 3 as well. Going into this, we're making 8 times 4 of these, which is 32. And then we have this pipe shenanigans here, which is fine. This can be downsized, downgraded. Go Mark 2 pipe. We don't need the 3 there anymore. So that makes 16 plus 16, 32 of those. Okay. How is our dump site going? Taking you a while. But that's okay, because we need to fill all this in anyways. It'll be fine. Meanwhile, you're filling in dirt up here anyways, so that'll be fine. I should probably put that dirt output station in. It won't be part of the same rail network. Or the same line. It'll be its own line, but it'll share some stations. But we'll need to be able to turn it on and off as things happen. I need to deal with this real quick. 2. Okay. Yeah, we should put that in. We can get dirt out of here. So I need a dirt pickup station. Which I have at most mining sites. Let's grab this one. I don't want the thing here, actually. And we want to flip this, rotate it, and you guys need to get the heck out of the way. I may have to move that fuel there. Well, I should put fuel into this thing. Then, since I have fuel here already. That would be smart. Okay. You guys get out of the way too. Okay. Pause. You are coming here to get fuel. You shouldn't. We shouldn't allow pickup here. bring this out here. Well, do this first. Take this like this. Unity that. You're not going to bring it in via truck. We're going to bring it in via pipe. And then this will be done. In the meantime, I can take these and... oh, that's not what I want. Okay. Rail. Liquid fuel module. Oh, I can replace that? Oh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, wait. Go away. Run that back too. Hopefully we have enough room here. Delete this one. And I'll walk this away just a little bit, and then we'll walk it back. Okay. Take this. Put it in here. This will be, I don't know. Dirt storage. Well, what did I call this one? Dirt dump or train station. I don't know. Dirt dump supply. Just to kind of distinguish it. And then do this. And then we do this. We unpause so that things can still progress. And then this can go in a bit. One more. We go to here. Go up. Come over. Not there. No, that was right. There. Plug it in. We go here. Plug it in. And then I have some tails out here that I need to remove. Remove. Why is that different? Oh, because I did... Okay, I did those different. That's fine. Go ahead and just Unity this stuff. We can move on with our lives a little bit. The trucks will bring this in. And, U-shape lift here. And U-shape conveyor here. Unity that. We already have a priority here, so that any dirt that's brought in to the train, or via the train, or via the trucks, goes into storage first, accessible storage first, and then the rest of this goes here. We need a new train line now. Dirt supply. What color did I pick for dirt before? I missed it. There it is. I picked gold or whatever it is, orange and black down there near the bottom. This is dirt. And Orange and black. Check those. At the moment, this is the only schedule. You know what else I should do here? Should probably add more parking. That might be tougher. Okay, back here. And again. I actually do want that to happen. Where it starts to follow a different curve. It might have went too far. That one. No, I didn't go too far. That way I did, though. There and there. A couple more parking spaces. Let's unity those. No, it didn't auto-select the fuel here. Okay, so I must have done correctly the other places, too. There we go. Okay, so now I can do that, and I'm going to add a new stop in for this. Down here, sharing with this one. So you'll go till, or you'll stay till full, till empty. And then if I take a existing dirt train, copy it, and put it on dirt supply, what this will do is, and I can control this, so this will only supply the dirt to this when we need to for this purpose. Otherwise, the dirt goes to the dump and stores there. In theory. Let's see, I can also bring this back now. Well, I don't know how they're going to handle that. Should be fine, actually. And we go back to this project. I would like to not have this sticking out this far. The only way to fix that, which I guess I could do, would be to move this whole thing over as far as I can get it, which is there. And then cut this off a bit here and move it over there, which it won't let me do because it's annoying. I need a Mark II first down here on the floor. I don't like making these stubby pieces of belt either, but it's better with belt than it is with pipe, so we'll be alright. Is that... It's not a full segment, then. Kind of annoying. You try to upgrade things. Okay, well, that's as good as I can get it, I guess. So we can do... we can copy this next station here. We already have electronics 3, although it's on the wrong end. Is that going to be a problem? It being over here. Will I be able to take it back the other way? How tall are you? 4. Or... I have a better idea. Let's cut this station off. Move it out of the way. Might need to go further than that, which means this goes further this way. Oh, okay. And then I can put this stuff here, starting here, all the way to there, in next. I want to flip it though. Or do I? I don't actually. I want it like this. Means that actually these ones should be flipped. That's gonna be painful, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This flip. Gotta do them one at a time. Sarge Juice, welcome in. Long time no see. How are you doing? Alright. That does it. All the pipes now are backwards, though. Let's flip those. Actually, all these are backwards, too. But we're going to reconnect it first. And then I also need to do a bunch of this. Because of course, we lost those too. I kind of wish they had been able to, or more than kind of, wish they had been able to figure out a way to auto-migrate these from the separate ones to these new ones without, or within an existing save. Doing well? Good to hear. Alright. Flip. 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 The idea. I don't need to keep repeating it. Oops. I already done these. There we go. Let's see. Who's next? You're next. And this actually needs to get reversed too. A little bit painful also, but gonna do it. And live with the pain. To redo a pipe there. And oof by one. Alright. Damn it. I will redo this part. Fine. Oof by one over here too, though. Also, our headphones are going dead. Let's see. Can I do this and reattach it there? Yes. Except that it went wonky here. Alright, we'll fix that too. You go in here. No, that needs to be out there. Ah. Bastard. Means that that's not going to work right. Yeah. Damn thing over again. You too. Okay. Mark II pipe. It's got to be out here because I need that extra space there for pillars. Not that far. This far. Plug in there. And then you here. Flipped. This here got removed somehow. Not sure how or why. Or why that either. Oh, I copied the wrong dang thing. That's why. Alright, you. There. Alright. That should do for our station. This bit here, it's plugged into this bit here. Somehow. Oh, I have an idea if it'll work.
Poke, poke, poke. Is that all you do?
Batman, welcome in. I should push it out a little bit more. Ohio. Let's see. Cooking oil will come down here to go into there. This is sugar coming in here. This is salt and graphite coming in here. This one here is these things, sapphires. And this one here is electronics, which is going to come all the way down from all the way over here. That'll be fine. So then these get output. These can come together and then come along this way at some height. Probably fairly high, but some height. You reach your second week with streaming. I saw that. I saw you were live today, pulled it up, but I only could do it in passing. This is where we're going to output to the rocket assembly thingy. That should be fine. And I think I'll have both the rockets over here, maybe. We'll see. So then these guys, though, these guys can come down here somehow. You're the one that's got the radioactive stuff, so you have to have the good radioactive thing there. Diamonds have to come into this as well, so maybe I flip-flop these guys. This. You get some circuits. One machine, one thing, one thing, one thing, and then one thing, two things. That might be a good thing to direct feed. You talk to yourself a lot anyways. Me too. And then these guys also have to get made here, but they don't have to get made as closely. Titanium is also way down here. That's going to have to get bussed down as well. We might get a little bit hairy with these. I might bring all these straight out on their low level and then take them up just before they hit the connection here, rather than have them going to their height immediately. That way I can bring the items down that need to be brought down at height a little bit more safely. Something. And then you get these things plus the diamonds and those other things. These come in also and come down to here, and then we have the circuits, and then we have the plutonium. I think this might work, everybody. These ones, though, will have to go over here. They need to be at least 3 spaces, something like this. I'm going to put them straight in line there. This one also will need to be at least 3 spaces, but I may align it like that. Because these will just come together and then go straight in, and then we bring the other 2 things in at whatever height. Diamonds are already coming in at some height here, 2, and then we bring the these other things in at some other height down here, and that'll be fine. And then this one here can get its circuits from those 2 guys. Maybe it stays out here, maybe it doesn't. It makes these things, and they get belted into the rockets, along with these things getting belted into the rockets. I think those rockets will kind of have to go here then, for reasonableness' sake. Besides that being the input items, the rockets will need hydrogen fuel, no problem, and oxygen, which is also no problem. We have that already built in here. They also need water, which we'll bring in somehow from the coast. It's going to have to come actually like this way and in, but that'll be fine. And this then will be probably at the end and have both the rockets kind of up like this, rather than being in the middle, just because I'm going to probably put it in over here someplace. These things will come out this way, but they could go over and do whatever. And they need just those 3 items in, right? Yes. We could go with this one, but that requires more stuff, and I don't want to do more stuff. I don't think we need to do more stuff either. I think that'll work. But we need to finish the terraforming first. Oh, you're done. Okay, well that's good. Take this out. Fill this in like that. And like this. Go ahead and do that too. Get rid of you. Send you back over here. That one. I left its trucks there so it can just go right back to work. This can be unselected. Bringing in all kinds of dirt now. I assume the new, the dirt supply is feeding. It's going to be kind of slow, but I don't want it to be too much anyways. But that'll be fine. This is going well. I'm going to fill more rock and slag in here. I think I'm going to have to, actually. Let's see what this looks like, though. As far as space goes, just take a copy. It would be nice if I put it way down here. If I could. Which I think I can. I just need to be clever with how I do things. But if I put it way down here... Actually, yeah, it needs to be way down here. If I put it way down here, then those 2 pipes can come out from here and go into the place where they need to go. But I just need to do some more terraforming down here first. Yeah, those 2 pipes can come out. We can make those things locally there, right there by where they're going to be used, so we don't have a very long belt for plutonium and the other thing. Not that the other thing needs to be shorter belts, but we can do that there. So I kind of need to fill in... Man, I wish I could lock this in place without placing it. That'd be nice. I could have my cursor back. I need to fill in more rock. That's fine, because I need to be able to put 2 rockets in kind of between where this blueprint is and that oil patch over there. And then have the other thing be down kind of where my cursor is, but to the right a little bit. Okay, so I need to do more filling in of rock and stone here. Sure, which I intended. Excuse me, I intended anyways. So let's do this much more to start with. Rock and stone. And it needs to come all the way down. And we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do about... I'm going to have to remove some more of this sand here. Which means I need to dump some more rock into the ocean. It should be good here. This can come back over to there. Yep, gotta dump some more rock into the ocean and remove some more sand. That'll be good offline work for me to do. So what else can we do while we're online? We kind of have this designed as far as I want it to go before we place it. Oh, I know what we can do while we're online. We can get steel up and running. Oopsie. Yeah. Okay. Let's start with the first things here, which is slag out, limestone in, graphite in. Slag out. Not that we need slag out right away, but this way it doesn't get forgotten. So iron smelting. Oh, I should probably rename these stations, but it'll be fine for now. When you're full, you can leave. Limestone and then graphite. Limestone. Here. Empty. Wait, nope. Click the wrong one. Empty. Graphite. There. Should not have it paused so they can do this faster. Then we'll start here at the top. Acid out. So we do a pickup here. There. This gets to be priority 10, just like its partner, because this is this needs to get flushed out. And this will be full. And then we have iron scrap, iron ores, and that crushed iron stuff. Iron scrap. Here. And then the crushed iron ore. Which is down here somewhere. There it is. And then steel plates. All right. Who's been here already? You on the way? No. Anybody been here yet? You're on the way. Why is limestone not on the way? That was slag. No, that was limestone. Why is limestone not on the way? Do we not have a ridiculous abundance of it? We do. Are all the trains busy? We might want a third train here. Go ahead and add a third one in. Who's this coming in now? Limestone. Nice to see you. I'm trying to get down to get the limestone that's closest here sooner, and then we'll go back and clean the rest of it out. Because I would like to fill some of this in so we can get the yellow cake factory set up there. We can. I don't know if it'll happen. We'll see. What do I have set for you, Rock? If I change you to dirt, then I can also do this. And clean up that little bit there that's knowingly ugly. Okay, so hopefully we'll get some limestone in. Hopefully we get the graphites in. We got iron ore coming in, getting crushed. I don't know how soon we'll see or how often we'll see iron scrap trains to either of the iron scrap places. I'm not bothered that much by it as long as it gets used. The same thing with the iron ore crushed. I don't really care where it goes as long as it gets used. So we're crushing iron the old-fashioned way here. And we should be able to get started as soon as we get limestone train in here. Here it comes now. Everything else is here. Yes. Did we get water started up or steam started up? We did. So this could be emptied if we can empty it. Otherwise, it'll just get used in the circle of life here, and that'll be fine. Yeah, it'll just get used. I'm not bothered by it. So that's getting made. We got oxygen getting made, of course, so we're ready to start making steel. Got water supplied in there. Nitrogen is being vented. And here comes the steel. Alright, so these will help with our steel problems. We've been talking about needing to do that for quite a while now, so I'm not surprised that I needed to do it. Because these just cannot keep up, so that'll be fine. And then that's just solar power that'll get dealt with when it gets dealt with. Do I need to get in here for any reason? I don't think so. With trucks. That can stay though. This can that when we put in. I'm assuming coal has been here, although maybe not, because I did dig out a fair bit of this coal here. And yeah, it's still waiting to get used up. So let's delete this one. We'll delete this stuff here in the end, as well as that one. All my sand storage here is getting used, and then that'll be almost the end of the sand, unless depending on how much we scoop out of the end of this thing. We'll see. How does this dirt over here look now that we've been taking some of it? Barely a dent. I mean, there's probably some coming in there too. I'm tempted to put 2 trains in here on this line, but I'm also tempted not to. Because I don't want it moving too fast. Because I would rather the trains that are taking the dirt from a place where it's being mined deliver the dirt that we need to supply, rather than feeding it into here just to feed it right back out again. Yeah, those stacker towers are super nice. Okay. I see you're running. That's good. Who's on down here? Oh yeah, we're making graphite locally at smelting. That's right. Okay, limestone, you're gonna need to move a little bit faster than that. Although, so does iron ore, so it's fine. How does iron ore mining look over here? We got plenty. Okay, good. Now the problem is just throughput. But it's going to take it a bit to buffer up, so that's fine. Gonna need to set some new mining designations pretty soon here. I think I'll wait till they complain. Let's take that down too, but that'll come a little bit later. Alright. So I think my task will be to get all this terraforming done, come back down here and mine some more out to push this line this way so that we have what we need here space-wise for this new station, this new this rocket, and things like that. But I think what we'll do is we'll just wrap up a few minutes early tonight because I don't think there's really anything else that I want to do. And when we come back on Saturday, yeah, I was dumping slag exclusively here, and I stopped dumping everything here because we can take the slag in here too. When we come back on Saturday, we should be ready to place this station and finish the connections and the hookups and things. The positioning of things I still haven't decided on, which is why I haven't done all the hookups. But that won't take very long. We'll get those things going. We'll get a couple of rockets going there as well. I do need to put this wall back up, though, so that the rockets don't try to drive clear across the whole map to get where they're going. And we'll come back and we'll have this stuff ready to go, I hope. But for now, let's find ourselves a raid target and get out of here. Let's see. How about we raid Dragonheart? Dragonheart is playing Satisfactory. We raid him a lot, but he's kind of live a lot when we're live, so this works out well. Let's see, what's he up to in Satisfactory? Something massive with pipes. I have no idea, but it's something massive. So let's stick around for that raid so that you can be counted in that. Between now and Saturday, check out the YouTube. We're playing a couple of games over there that are not getting played here. Well, sort of not getting played here. And then also stop by Discord because tomorrow night we have community game night. In the afternoon, we vote on the game we want to play. In the evening, we play the game. Whatever game wins, plus or minus enough players. We play games that are usually cheap or free, although we do play a couple of games that do cost money. Notably, a couple of golf games. Golf with Your Friends and Super Battle Golf, which we just picked up recently. So come and vote. Come and suggest games too, anytime in the CG Game Night channel. And we'll see what we can play, what we can add in there, what we can do. Let's see. Raid. So we'll be back again, as I said, on Saturday with more Captain of Industry. And then Sunday is Sunday Shenanigans with Alchemy Factory. And then next week, again, we'll be back, of course, with more Captain of Industry as well. We're getting close to the end. I don't know how far we want to go, but we're getting close to the end, and we'll just be down to making a decision as to how much terraforming we actually want to accomplish on this map, or if we want to just kind of call it the way that it is, wherever it is, the way that it is, and call it an accomplished map. But I do definitely want to go get an asteroid and see how that mechanic works before we finish the game. So thank you all for coming. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for chatting and redeeming. And we will see you all again, not for game night tomorrow, then Saturday for more Captain of Industry. Have a good one. Bye for now.